What's up, guys? This is I'm a Genius here, and today I have a little Pokemon Go tutorial for you guys. And what I'm going to be showing is how to incubate your eggs without actually having to walk or go outside. I mean, you can go out and walk if you want or have time, but maybe if you're stuck inside doing something for the day, or if it's raining, or whatever your excuse is, I'm going to show you a little workaround that I found to work really well. So before explaining what apps you need to get and everything like that, I'm going to show you how it works. And I have this little walking app going already. It's already in progress, as you can see. All I got to do is hit play and it'll continue walking. I'll show you my eggs right now, and I'll hatch one real quick. Oops, sorry about that. As you can see, I have a 4.5 and a 7.1 egg in the top left-hand corner. And you can see my guys walking. And here's the app up top, the itinerary round trip. That's just what I named it. And so you can see them walking right there. And I'm not really walking in real life. You can see in the top notification panel up here that the Wi-Fi is on, that the circle, the charging circle that my phone is charging, it's plugged in right now. So I'm not really walking. And your egg will incubate this way. Basically, just gotta click play and go. I'll show you this app real quick. So right here is where we're at. Here's the points I set. As you can see up here, it says it's going 8 miles an hour. I set that. Here's the points I set, and you can see the dot moving around. And alright, so I'm going to let the egg hatch, and then I'll fast forward to that, and then I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I kind of just wanted to show you something real quick. As you can see, when you do this, lots of Pokemon still pop up as if you're walking rather than being stationary. So like here, Meowth, or however you pronounce that, just popped up, and you can just, catch them as you go. You don't really have to catch all the Pokemon that come by, but if a good one pops up, you might as well take a shot at it. Right after this, we'll check the distance and see how close we are to the eggs hatching, because probably should be getting close. Now, one thing with checking the distance on the eggs, it doesn't seem to update right away. Like when you're walking, the Pokemon servers seem to be behind on actually registering your distance. See, it only says we traveled 0.1, but from like personal experience, if I pause the trip and I stop, and then I'm gonna wait like 10-15 seconds and then check to see what the distance is, it'll update and it'll say I'm further away when really we haven't moved. So I'll get back to you in like 10 seconds. Alright guys, see, look at that. Waited 10-15 seconds, didn't even move, and look, the egg just popped up. You can tell the servers are a little behind. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. I already got one. That's alright. Not too shabby. We'll see what we get with the 10 egg in a little bit, but as you can see, I didn't even move, and the egg just hatched. I'll get back to you when this 10 egg hatches, but basically, server's a little slow. Alright guys, look what we got here. The egg's finally hatching. It's a 10 km egg. Let's see what we get. Ooh, yes. Snorlax. Needed that. Oh, finally something good. And he comes at 1300 CP. That is clutch. Alright guys, now that you see that you can hatch eggs from just using this itinerary app, and you see how well it works, I'm going to show you how to get it and how to work it. So I'm going to stop this, and first off, you're going to want to go into the Play Store, and this is the name of the app I was using. It's called Lockito Fake GPS Itinerary. And this is for Android phones, obviously. There might be an Apple, iPhone stuff out there, but this is for Androids only. Install this, but you don't want to just go right into using this. First, before using that app, the Lockito app, you want to download Xposed installer. And this is not on the App Store. You have to actually be rooted for this. And to become rooted, it's different for every phone. You got to look that up for yourself. I can only talk about my phone and how to do it, so I'm not going to explain that in this video. But you can probably easily find how to root and download the Xposed installer. And once you have that, then all you got to do is go to download, search, mock locations, and then you're gonna install it. You can see I already have it installed, obviously. And once you download it, you go to the modules and you click the check mark right there, and that'll activate it. And you need that, as it says right here, it tells apps to that the allow mock locations is off in the developer options even when it isn't. That's because Pokemon Go looks for that allow mock location setting, and this will hide the fact that you're using a mock location setting. So then after that is when you go into the Lockito app. As you can see here, you can create and save itineraries, or to and from points. And the one I just used was the round trip one. I just named it that. You can set the speed up here. The key thing I've kind of found is you got to keep it under like 10 miles an hour or so, otherwise it thinks you're in a car and it won't give you credit for the distance you travel. So you can play around with it a little bit, but from my experience, 8 miles an hour usually gives you credit for walking at that speed. And you just kind of click and point the, where you want it to go, and it'll just go, change that. You can switch from car, it'll only use the actual roads, to walking, and you can see it switches the paths you take, or plane. So you guys get the point on that. So that's pretty much how you use that and incubate eggs. You can also use this to travel to cities with better lures and a lot more Pokemon. Like I've used this to go to, to Chicago. So right here, I use this to go to all the way to Chicago, and I set it at 90 miles an hour. You can set it faster, because if you were just to hop and teleport to Chicago, the game has sensors built in that would kind of know you're cheating, and it would give you, from what I hear, is a soft ban for like 2 to 3 hours. You're not able to play the game. Not a permanent ban, but it's a soft ban, I guess. So to avoid that, you just drive there essentially at this 90 miles an hour. You can go faster than that to get to Chicago, and then once you're in Chicago, whatever area you want to be, then you can use the walking, and you get a lot of Pokemon there. There's lures, compared to where I live, there's lures like every single block, and it's very easy to stock up on Pokeballs and Pokemon that you wouldn't normally get. So that's one thing to take advantage of. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you don't take too much advantage of this, but just trying to inform you guys on the possibilities that are out there. So thanks for watching. This is I'm a Genius.